And when you knock us down, we're going to get up. And on the way up, we're going to bite a kneecap off.
Go ahead and say it, Ed. Go Tigers!
When I woke up this morning, I was feeling pretty dangerous.
You like that? You like that?
F it. Jamar's down there somewhere.
The New Orleans Saints select Marcus Davenport.
No!
Splash Brothers? Yeah.
It's playoff. Keep going, Brace.
Playoffs? Don't talk about playoffs.
If it doesn't fit, you must acquit.
What is up, guys? Dirty Boot Sports, and we are back with episode number 134. This time we have our championship, long awaited for us, of our DBS Sports Movie Characters bracket. Something we've been working on for the past month or so, and yeah, championship day is here.
Finally here.
Finally.
Very competitive. We have some fierce debates coming up. We only have three of us here tonight: me, Chance, and Bill.
But I think everybody has sent in a
we've
vote.
got 3 votes sent in, yet they're all the same.
They are.
So that is going to be difficult.
Kyle just texted one.
Oh,
in.
Kyle just sent? Great. That's our 7th vote. That is perfect.
Of course, if they all voted the same, then we're
useless anyway.
We're useless.
Their votes count as a half vote.
Yeah. Hey, we could do that. We could. You want to do that? Well, they also only sent in the first round.
Yeah, they didn't.
None of them went. None of them have the final 4 of the championship. So, but we will use their help absolutely. But yeah, before we get into
how about this? If we can't have a tie. There's 3 of us.
Exactly. I kind of
gonna
like the half vote idea.
I was going to say use their votes as like the tiebreaker.
Well, we have 4 of theirs, so we could do half vote. That brings it down to 5 votes full.
Yeah, we can do that.
Kind of like that.
They don't like it. They should have been here.
Yeah. Anything you want to get into before we do this? I know we were just talking about before we got on air some news that happened this past week. The Lady Texters are only basketball now for Louisiana Tech.
All the rest of them are just Bulldogs.
I was about to say, they didn't drop all the other female sports.
No.
That's what that just sounded like.
Hey, I mean, might as well.
Was that an option?
If it was an option, we would have took it probably.
We didn't vote on that. But yeah, I mean, it's made some waves on Facebook, I know. You can love it, you can hate it. It seems like that's what the student athletes want. So, I mean, I guess you kind of gotta go with it.
If I learned anything watching my Johnny Manziel documentary earlier, what the student athletes want, I don't care about.
Okay.
I'm curious to know who was part of this student athlete representation. Yeah, because that might tell you a lot about how that decision came about. Were they, and like Clay,
what color states were they?
Exactly. I mean, where are they from?
Or countries.
Exactly. We're 8 people from California and grew up never knowing what a Lady Texter was.
Yeah.
Was there any local representation? Was Anna There?
She is back,
because I think that's probably a big part of it.
Yeah,
like you were saying, our soccer contention.
I mean, yeah. Where's her and Menzina? Were they on the?
I mean, that might have been why Anna came back, is because they were going to remove the name for all the other sports. That might have been like her negotiating chip, or because she's just not that great.
She's pretty freaking good
for Conference USA.
Oh yeah, she'd dominate you in the post.
Nah, probably not.
What's she going to be like in WNBA?
She's good. She actually is good. I think she's good.
She's gonna go play in China.
Chance has never watched her play.
I have watched her.
Her inside game got really good at the end of the year.
Yeah,
last year. I mean, she was money in the paint.
I didn't hate watching them.
Wow.
Yeah, watch your mouth.
It was fun.
Hey, speaking of some other news, Wander Franco is probably going to federal prison.
Oof.
He's going to a bad place.
Did you see that, Bill?
Wander
Franco, shortstop for the Rays, like one of the top prospects.
What did he do?
Top
he ain't
guys
a prospect
in baseball.
anymore.
Well, yeah, he's not a prospect. One of the up-and-comers, dating a 14-year-old.
Killing somebody will probably be more okay.
Yeah, he can get away with that.
And he'll probably he would have lasted longer in prison.
Exactly.
Than raping a 14-year-old.
Yeah.
Dating a 14-year-old.
I don't think we can say that word.
Dating.
Hey, Barstool can say it. We can say it.
Bill, there's all kinds of concrete proof.
Like they post
him
on Snapchat,
kissing her head.
Snapchat, Instagram. She's wearing his chain.
Yeah.
Did she look 14?
No comment.
I'm not at liberty.
Yeah,
to
we can't
answer
comment
that.
on that.
Has the name been identified? I mean, has it been brought public?
Everything is in Spanish on the internet.
Yeah, there ain't no English yet,
and none of it's translated.
I'm gonna get somebody.
The
on
only
that.
thing that's not Spanish is 14. So that's how I know bad.
Uno cuatro.
I think I saw victim in Spanish. I saw victim in Spanish.
Okay, there we go.
Uno cuatro.
And
Uno
the Rays finally released a statement saying we are aware that something has happened with Wander, and we are communicating with the MLB.
You're aware.
Yeah.
You're aware.
After it came out at like 8 a.m., they finally
So is
posted
that
it.
little girl's family.
Yeah. Yeah, quite the story to wake up to.
I'll tell you quite the story is Yanni Chirinos about to walk in or run like he just did.
Sean Murphy dropped the ball.
He doesn't know where it's going. He's set up inside.
Well, why are we pitching him still?
The Rays have hired
that bullpen.
The Rays have hired Mike Ehrmantraut to take care of the problem.
And then he finds out it was his granddaughter.
Oh.
Did you ever finish Better Call Saul?
Oh yeah.
How great of an ending was that?
Oh man, it just makes me want more.
I mean, it was perfect too, man. It was
Because
so
it not only wrapped up Better Call Saul, it wrapped up Breaking Bad.
Yeah. Yes. And everybody got their like official send off too.
Yeah.
Jesse got his. Walter, now Saul. Makes you want to go find Kim, huh?
Exactly. She just kind of peeped in there at the end, but it was good. It was good.
I got a Facebook memory a couple of days ago, because undoubtedly a year ago this was happening. And, dude, I was in shambles. I was just like, I was on the edge of my seat each week, it looked like. They put up the little clip for, the next week, the little clip art. It was, in black and white because it was whenever he's in hiding or whatever.
Working at Cinnabon?
Yeah, and it was the picture of the phone booth he used to call with, the sign up top that said the sprinkler system or whatever that she worked at. And I freaked out on Facebook, man.
Speaking
I was so
of
excited. I was like,
Facebook
go find
memories,
Go find her.
I've had two memories in the past week of us posting pod episodes from last year, and my comment when I shared it was, listen to this to hear me and Chance yell at each other.
Yeah, that happened a lot last year.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, was it?
It was Mets
Braves related.
It was Mets Braves. It was Mets Braves.
Who would have thunk it that would be up 21.5 games on them right now?
A year later.
Year later. See?
Some other things I do want to just mention out. Hard Knocks is back. I'm sure we'll talk about that Wednesday. We talk about the Jets on that episode. Pretty good intro episode, I would say. It's solid.
It
was pretty much we love Aaron Rodgers,
yes,
and y'all don't have him. We do.
And how unauthentic was the Leif Schieber and Aaron Rodgers conversation?
That stuff's so stupid.
That whole conversation.
Have you watched it yet, Bill? Hard Knocks?
No, I hadn't started it yet.
Do you like Aaron Rodgers?
You're going Never to. Have.
You're going to.
I mean, you might not like this season.
Well, now here again, I don't
like him either. Really.
I don't like general run of the mill what I see in the media, Aaron Rodgers. But when he comes on Pat McAfee,
oh yeah,
I love him.
Well,
he's great.
You do see a lot more personality from him.
You get flooded with him.
Yeah, I mean, he seems like he's a fun, cool guy.
Yeah.
In this, he's not. I'm going to the darkness retreat. He's not that Aaron, but it is just pretty much like. It's like the Jets signed up for this and are like, yeah, we'll do it, but you have to make sure everyone knows that we have Aaron Rodgers and we love Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah. And at one point, Leif Schieber, the voice of Hard Knocks, comes to freaking Jets minicamp.
On a helicopter.
In a helicopter, okay?
Lands on the practice field.
Yeah, they have a helicopter pad out there. And he comes there and the whole camera quality changes. Did you notice that? And him and Aaron are talking about how, Hard Knocks is not a bad thing and it's not a distraction. It was so unauthentic.
After the Jets openly said, we do not want Hard Knocks.
You can't tell me I wasn't planted. And
Yeah.
then I'm telling you, the
And
camera quality,
after
dude,
Aaron Rodgers said, "I want to talk to Lee Schreiber. He's the voice of
he's
God."
the voice of God. And he mentioned that about
What
6 or
did
7
it go
times.
like to an old flip phone video?
It went to more like a personal, like vlogish type camera. It felt.
Yeah, and the quality is super good, but like
Not
they were
NFL
moving
Films
with it.
quality?
No, it wasn't. There was no still frame. They were moving with them, you know. And I was watching that. I was thinking, man, this is really first off hard to watch. It's like really cringy.
Yeah, I like Sauce Gardner.
I like Sauce Gardner. I like Garrett Wilson. I will say that.
Yeah, Sauce is fun. I like Sauce a lot.
I'm fans of them now.
And I like
Sauce seems like such a good dude.
Yeah,
too.
he does.
Like you wouldn't like. I don't want to like stereotype him, but I wouldn't have thought that.
Well, cornerbacks and wide
he goes by-
receivers
he
are
goes by-
supposed. Yeah, cornerbacks and wide receivers are supposed to be egotistical divas.
He goes by Sauce. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm not thinking.
And
like,
he has a chain that says Sauce.
he's like not out like really
Here
loud
again,
or outspoken. Outspoken.
Is that his government name? Did he have to grow up with a name
Ahmad.
like
No,
Sauce?
his real name's Ahmad.
Okay,
Ahmad.
that's better.
They
I'm
called
like,
him Ahmad at his graduation.
This guy's got to be tough if he made it this far in life with a
Sauce.
name like Sauce. Thanks, Mom.
Yeah.
But it's good. Oh, Bill, I found the Facebook post. I put on there in all caps. He's coming, Kim. Pomco sprinkler. I was in a bad way every week watching that.
Oh man, because it left you hanging just enough.
I might rewatch that final season.
I think I'm going to.
I think I'm probably going to rewatch the final season. I can't rewatch all the first 3 or 4
Jesus
because
Christ.
It's too much. Just too emotional.
way too much.
You know.
Chuck down and all that stuff. But
One or two more things before we get into the bracket.
Braves suck.
I want to mention, hey, it's Braves Mets in August in New York.
Bases loaded.
Yeah,
What the heck?
Just walked in two.
I mean, we're only outscoring them 37-7 right now in the 4-game series.
Yeah. Do want to mention that we have somehow like gotten a partnership program type thing with Apple. Haven't mentioned that yet on this pod. I don't really know how to explain it.
Nor do we know what it means.
I know that we get percentages of purchases that are made when people click the links that I have in the podcast description. So I've tested
Click
it out.
those links, folks.
Yeah,
Click
I've
those
tested it
links.
out. I rented a 99-cent movie. I got 7% of that back.
What movie did you rent?
The first 99-cent one I saw. I haven't even watched it yet. I just was like, what's the cheapest thing I can test to see if this is real before I tell people? It is real. We have Apple TV. We have Apple Music. We have, I think I got Apple Books on there maybe. Apple Arcade.
Do they own Body Armor? Can we get a sponsorship with Body Armor?
Nah, I need to contact them.
I have a coat guy.
Well, then do it. You need to hold up now.
I was telling Harley last night. I was like, "Oh, my coat guy texted me," and she was like, "What?" And I was like, "No, he sells Coca-Cola products from Monroe."
Coat guy.
You're a coat guy.
They hit the bat.
He just said that hit him.
So hey, if I have a Roundup salesman that calls me, if I say, "Hey, look, my weed guy just called,"
Yeah.
I mean, his name in my phone is his name and then Coke
guy.
Man.
Don't put like white powder or something. But yeah, I mean that's pretty cool. So yeah, hit the links.
They hit the bat.
Yeah, it absolutely hit the bat. I don't know what's happening there. Hit the links, not the sand or the snow, but the links in our description. And yeah, buy some movies. I mean, there's plenty of stuff out there you can rent. Get an Apple TV Plus subscription.
You need to start putting out your picks of the week, Clay.
Yeah, Ted Lasso. I mean, you can go watch that. There's a new Zach
The
Galifianakis.
Patient.
There's a Beanie Baby movie with Zach Galifianakis
That's supposed to be really good too.
and Elizabeth Banks.
wait, Beanie Baby movie?
like the whole craze of collecting, like what Holly did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Check out Apple TV Plus for it.
I think I have half a storage building full of them.
Do you remember the most expensive one? I do.
The Princess Diana.
The Princess Diana one after she died. Yep.
Does Mom have that?
No, but Mom was obsessed with her.
Yeah, I saw the book in the computer room last
She
night.
was one of them basic white women that just loved the royal family.
Yeah.
For no reason.
Well, she got it from her grandmother.
All them crazy white women.
All right, I'm going to do an ad read, and then we'll get into this finally. So for the first time on DBS Pod, we have Mimi's. Mimi's is a children's boutique located in Jonesboro that fulfills all clothing needs for your little ones. Owners Melissa Johnson and Megan Rao offer children and baby boutique brand clothing and accessories, vinyl
they didn't overturn it.
Vinyl print T-shirts, and so much more. You can find them on Main Street in Jonesboro from 10 to 6 Tuesday to Friday and 10 to 2 on Saturday. I think they're calling catcher interference.
They can't hit the bat first.
Well, I don't know. But yeah, that's it. Shout out Mimi's as always. Go hit them up for some kids' clothes. I'm sure CJ's got some more crap to buy. Yeah, Kyle, if you're listening, go buy your kid some stuff. Shout out Kyle. He had a kid.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I would
Congratulations,
say the name, but I can't
Kyle.
remember the name.
Jace.
Should we say the name out loud?
It's on Facebook.
Yeah, that's true.
Jace?
Yeah, shout out. It's Jace. That's right. Because I said like Jace Peterson.
Peterson.
From the
Okay.
Braves,
Yeah. Braves legend. Yeah. Let's get into this though. So,
Hey, before we start, I just want to say how displeased I am that Sonny Weaver did not get out of the first. That kills me.
I think I'm
Weaver
the only one that
and Billy
gave,
Bean against each other in the first round. I'm the
only one that gave Weaver a vote. I gave it out of sympathy.
Have you seen Moneyball?
Yeah.
And you think
Have you
Sonny
seen
Weaver's-
Draft Day?
Absolutely. I
Really?
have. Do you know who my brother is? I have to see Draft Day.
Oh my god!
Oh my god, they're gonna out.
See, that's my problem. Two of my favorite sports movies.
Oh yeah.
And you put them against each other.
Mm-hmm.
That hurt. You could have put. Why don't you put one of them against Buttermaker?
Hey, put some respect on Buttermaker's name, please.
I love Buttermaker, but he's no Sonny Weaver.
I mean,
he's not dead. He's drunk.
if you would have asked me like my top 3 or 4, Billy Bean and Sonny Weaver both make it.
They should be in the Final Four.
I mean, I fought. I tried to explain how they're. I mean, Billy Bean over Mr. Miyagi was a no-brainer in my opinion, but apparently Mr. Miyagi was a grandfather to a generation.
Mr. Miyagi's the GOAT, man.
Hey, I had Sonny Weaver going all the way to the finals.
Yeah.
So I can't. He was going to smash Mr. Miyagi, even though I love me some wax on, wax off.
I mean, Sonny Weaver Jr. The man did all the trades you could think of.
Oh my gosh!
And he made it work out.
Dude, he got Putney.
He got Putney because he felt like it. He got Vontae Mack. He got Cleveland royalty. Ray
And Mr.
Jennings.
Miyagi beat up teenagers
to defend Daniel LaRusso.
Oh, okay, yeah. I feel like he'd be in federal prison for that now.
Easily.
You can't do
In
that
there with
anymore.
Wander.
I miss the 80s. All right, so what do we do first?
So, our bracket. If you do not know, we had our 1 seed in football lose, Bobby Boucher, to Shane Falco from the replacements. So, Shane Falco will be one of our representatives, along with maybe the Cinderella story of this entire bracket, which it's not a Cinderella because he's a 3 seed, but Paul Crew.
Just the most shocking.
Paul Crew.
Events. Why was he a 3 seed?
I don't know.
That seems really high coming into
It does.
this.
Yeah, it does.
But I mean, so who would have? Willie Beeman, I guess. I don't know. I just put names. Paul Crew's a 3 seed though. We have every 3 seed in this bracket still alive.
Yep.
We could have all 3s in the Final Four.
It's the most dangerous seed.
Yeah. Paul Crew feels like Gonzaga, a little overseeded, but this might be his year.
Yeah, I mean they still got some fight in them.
Yeah.
You know.
They might make a championship every now and then.
Have a little bit of a chip on their shoulder because they're only a 3
I'm
seed.
saying,
not a
I
top
think Paul
2.
Crew has actually made it further in the tournament than Gonzaga ever did.
No, they made a championship.
Don't you let them win the whole thing.
Hey, 2017, they lost to North Carolina. I remember that. But yeah, I mean, Paul Crew. There's no one on more of a heater right now than Paul Crew. Paul Crew's on fire.
I don't know. Get down there into that other sports bracket.
12 seed?
That 12 seed Charlie Conway.
Moving on, though. So we have our 5 and our 3, Shane Falco, Paul Crew for football. Our baseball side, probably our most chalk of the entire thing. No, coaches was chalk, pretty much.
Yeah, looking at the baseball and looking at the coaches, I knew who were going to be the final 2 seeds from each of those.
Yeah,
going
maybe,
into
maybe.
It. I mean, I did.
You didn't think Miyagi had a chance against Carter?
No, because I wasn't going to vote for Miyagi.
Okay. But baseball, you got Benny the Jet versus Dottie Hudson. Benny the Jet pretty much came in off a very easy road.
He lost one game.
He lost to Crash Davis. I'm pretty sure Bill gave that vote.
Yeah, he did.
And then Dottie Hudson, who
I'll go to my grave saying Crash Davis is better than Benny the Jet.
Dottie Hudson barely got past Willie Mays Hayes, and then with the BCS approach, she got past Kelly Leak. Kelly Leak should have been here tonight.
Kelly Leak drove all of his friends to Houston, Texas to play in the Astrodome.
And then when they didn't have a coach, he went and found his dad.
Well, weren't they 12?
They were 12.
They were 12.
He was a very...
He drove from
very mature for his age.
From California to Houston, bought a hotel room, 2-bed hotel room for a baseball team.
And a Playboy.
And a Playboy.
He didn't buy
3
a Playboy.
Playboys.
Carmen Rosani.
Yeah,
he bought
3
the Playboys.
Playboys.
Oh, geez.
I mean, where am I going to learn from?
Well, and they called the Colonel.
They did call the Colonel.
And biscuits and coleslaw were extra.
I love that movie, man.
Yeah, I'll tell you, I watched it right after we did that bracket, and it was just incredible. But yeah, Kelly Leak did fall to Dottie Hudson, who very strong 3 seed.
Reggie Jackson cameo in that movie too.
Oh yeah, in the dugout.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Dottie Hudson from The League of Their Own. Everyone knows and loves that movie, and then Benny the Jet, who, I mean, might be as sleeper of a 1 seed as there can be. He might just win this whole thing and not even think twice about it.
Yeah, not even apologize.
Yeah. Going down to our other sports region, Rocky Balboa did not make it out. Charlie Conway has not swept yet. All 2-1s to make it here. Took down Jesus Shuttlesworth.
He's a scrappy kid,
Took
man.
down Adonis Creed, and then took down Rocky.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did.
And he took down Russia, right?
I feel like his run's coming to an end tonight.
Did he take down Russia?
Iceland.
Yeah,
Iceland. Okay.
Iceland.
Then on the bottom side, you have
what
Trinidad and
movie
Tobago.
was he from?
Mighty Ducks.
Oh,
And he took down the varsity team.
I think I was the one vote on each of those that he didn't sweep.
Probably. Then on the bottom, you have Happy Gilmore. Took down Jackie Moon in a sweep. Swept Timo Cruz somehow. I mean, Timo Cruz's deepest fear is that we are inadequate.
He was inadequate that day.
He wasn't adequate that day. He was. And then Happy Gilmore, he had a fight against Peter LaFleur, the underdog, the true American underdog.
The true underdog.
I mean, Peter LaFleur and Kelly Leak could be here tonight, but they're not.
Some may say they should be here tonight.
Some would say that, Bill. Ooh, go. Happy Gilmore will be taking on Charlie Conway. Happy's our 3 seed. Charlie's our 12, our only double-digit representative. And then in the coaches, Herb Brooks never had a sweep. Never had a sweep.
And that's a travesty in itself.
Peyton voted for Chubbs. I'm pretty sure I voted for Coach Boone.
You did.
And then Bombay didn't get swept. I think, did you give Bombay the...
How did Bombay sweep Buttermaker? That's what I want to know. That's a travesty.
I don't know.
You had to talk to me about the first Mighty Ducks because I couldn't remember it.
Oh, yeah.
And he ain't a coach in the other two, really.
Yeah. And then on the bottom, we had Coach Carter.
Oh, no, what gets me is the fact that... So who won the play-in? Lou Brown?
McGinty, I believe.
Jimmy McGinty won it.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's the travesty that Lou Brown... Oh, got to put on a set of white walls before lunch. Yeah, I can't see how.
I think Chance said Lou Brown wasn't even there when they won or anything.
Lou Brown's biggest thing against him was the fact he was in a hospital bed whenever they won the freaking pennant. Like,
oh, I thought that was in the second one in Major
no,
League
he doesn't
2.
even come to the second one because Jake Taylor becomes the coach. Because the boy that memorizes Playboys was playing catcher.
On the bottom, we had Coach Carter, who swept his way to Mr. Miyagi, and then I think Miyagi got a sympathy vote, but it was probably more like a sweep. But yeah, Coach Carter is here, and yeah, I mean this is gonna be a heck of a bracket tonight. So just to get it going, you want to go football first?
Yeah, might as well.
All right. Shane Falco and Paul Crew, the replacements and the longest yard. And as we did mention, we do have votes from Josh Rayleigh, Ty, and Kyle. So everybody sent in their votes, and they're
What about
pretty.
Peyton? Where's Peyton's vote?
Peyton's been on the links all day, I believe.
Come on, Peyton. You knew
Yeah.
about this for weeks.
He's running a tournament today, I think.
Preparing for the U.S. Open.
Yeah, in a sweatshirt. 107
Well-
degree heat.
What's our initial thoughts here? Falco and crew.
My initial thoughts are Longest Yard's one of my all-time favorite sports movie.
Okay.
I like the original that I watched with my dad, and then he and I went to the mall and watched it. Conland Mall. People used to go to movies there.
Oh yeah. I've seen a couple.
Man, I just love that movie.
Yeah, I mean
It's-
Paul
it's
Crew.
great. I can't see.
He's strong, man. He's
Man.
strong.
Yeah.
Chance, you're a Falco lover.
I am a Falco lover,
You're
but
probably the reason Falco's here.
no. The reason he's here is because you didn't watch freaking Varsity Blues until the day after this
But
bracket.
I mean, Falco got 2 votes against Mox,
What's Varsity Blues got
I
to do
gave
with
the
it?
Mox vote.
so Kyle helped us out.
Yeah.
But Falco took down Bobby.
Yeah, absolutely.
That was because of you.
That was probably my fault. Yeah.
Kyle absolutely voted for Bobby.
So had you watched Varsity Blues before?
If I would have watched Varsity Blues before, Mox
Mox-
would have took down Falco.
Mox would probably win the whole bracket.
Okay.
Yeah. Feels like we should undo it, but that's just me.
No, there's history's history. Yeah, I mean, Paul Crew versus Shane Falco.
Falco led a bunch of just freaking put-togethers, replacements, I guess you could really say.
I would say that. It's a good word.
But Paul Crew led a bunch of convicts and felons
He did.
against the roided-up guards.
Yeah.
And one of the all-time great movie casts too.
Oh, yeah.
Man,
definitely.
they had some names in there. Everybody you know is in that movie.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
great.
I mean, Paul Crew, he might win this entire thing. Paul Crew is such an underrated character for a comedy football movie about prison.
So much depth.
Like, he is so much more than that.
I was going to say it was as much a drama. I mean, there was a lot more to
yeah.
it because he wasn't the goofy Adam Sandler characters, you know.
No, but at the end of the day, I mean, there's Cheeseburger Eddie. There's the guy being the cheerleader. Like,
Tracy Morgan, the cheerleader, and then
That sure was Tracy Morgan, wasn't it?
Yeah.
and him making out with who's the little
Brucey?
number
Brucey,
one.
yeah, Brucey.
Yeah.
Oh, my
Quarterback.
Now shut up.
And then what's the big guy that broke his nose?
He broke it my nose.
I mean, there's so much good comedy within it, yet there's a lot more to that. Like, if I tell you right now, what is the longest yard, you say a comedy off the top of your head. And then you think about it, and it's like, Paul Crew is this great character with depth, and, I mean, there's so much more to him than you think. And I think that's why he's here.
And probably one of Burt Reynolds' last movies.
Yeah.
Too, you know, because he was
He was
the main character in the
first one,
original one.
And then what number did he wear? Was it 00 or X?
X was
No,
Goldberg.
X was Goldberg.
Yeah.
X. Mean Machine. Love that. I mean, my vote's Crew here.
Oh, and you had Dan Patrick was one of the guards.
Yes.
And then you had Chris
Of
Berman.
course.
Chris Berman doing the
yeah.
play with the Indian guy.
Yeah, who didn't want to speak.
I
forget Berman is in that.
I think he threatened to kill Berman, didn't he?
Looking at the other votes we got in,
I'm going Falco.
Rayleigh's got Paul Crew. Todd's got Paul Crew. Josh has Paul Crew. Kyle has Falco.
So that's 1.5 to 1.5.
I'm Paul Crew all the way.
1.5 to 1.5.
So that's 2.5 to 1.5. And you're going?
I'm going Paul Crew.
Then that's 3.5 to 1.5.
Yeah. Will it accept fractional votes?
Probably not.
I don't know.
So I guess
3.5 to 1.5.
Oh, it does.
There you go.
Wait, is that correct? Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. What a number.
Weird.
I ain't mad at it.
Paul Crew.
So I could have been given like 2/3 of a vote to one person and a third.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh. Okay.
Kelly Leak should have lost 1 2/3 to 1 1/3.
Yeah.
Would have been a lot closer. Paul Crew is on, man. Our first Final Four contestant.
So Paul Crew is the greatest
Football character of all time. That is insane. Who would have ever thought of it? Who would have ever thought it?
Not I, said the blind man.
And this man took down all three of the Titans. He took down all three of the Titans.
Yeah, he did.
Took down Lastic, Julius, and Bertier.
Strength of schedule is just out of the roof right now.
And he only, which it's.
We're talking about the toughest path to the championship. Probably Paul Crew.
It might be. It might be. I mean, Paul Crew. I came into this thing wanting the Titans to get some respect, and they didn't even have a chance, it felt like.
I mean, I forgot the day we played the Titans.
Don't you ever say that about Yost. All right, let's go to baseball.
Never.
So, Benny the Jet. Speaking of the toughest routes to the championship, probably the easiest.
Peyton's
Benny.
three-man team did not win the Piney Woods Scramble today. They got second.
Uh-oh.
So hopefully nobody had a Calcutta going that day.
That's some crazy crap right there. Benny the Jet versus Dottie Hudson. Initial thoughts here, Chance. You're a big Dottie person.
I'm a big Dottie fan, man. I really am.
You love A League of Their Own.
I love her. I love the movie. I love her relationship with her sister Kit.
Yeah.
I love everything she stands for. She goes about playing ball the right way too.
Yeah.
She's a prototypical catcher.
Can I say it? Low key hot.
I mean, it's Gina Davis. It's not even like a.
Oh no,
that's not a take.
I think it is because I've never heard about her.
Oh no, she's hot.
I'd never heard about her.
She's completely hot.
Yeah, but I'd never heard her name mentioned
because she's old.
Yeah, but
I mean, that's a thing, Clay. Yeah, a lot of people think
I'll say
hot.
it. I said it.
I'll say it. Rosie O'Donnell. Marilyn Monroe was in there.
She's in the movie?
Yeah.
Where?
She was the outfielder, wasn't she? Ain't Marilyn Monroe in League of Their Own?
No, Madonna.
Madonna, same thing.
Marilyn Monroe died in the 50s.
Madonna, same thing. Marilyn Monroe, Madonna, 60s. Potato, patata. Okay, it's the same thing.
Jesus.
I was like, she made an appearance? I didn't know this.
Cameo, yeah.
Yeah.
Archive footage.
And I'll have to say, I've come around on this Dottie thing a little bit more.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you, both of those movies, Sandlot and League of Their Own, they both had casts that were just so much unique about each of the ones in there.
And
so it's hard for me to pull one of them out.
Yeah.
More so, like, where y'all said, "Oh, Benny the Jet, he's the heart of the movie." Well,
it's Smalls.
I mean, everybody's got their own.
Yeah.
Smalls could have been there just as much as Benny the Jet,
and Dottie swept Smalls.
So, and same thing with Dottie. You could have stuck somebody else in there, and
maybe I mean that is true.
So
I think the supporting cast of The Sandlot is better than the supporting cast of A League of Their Own. Would you agree with that, Chance?
I would not say that at all.
I would.
I don't know the other kids' names.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, but you know them.
Her team, man.
Besides Kit,
Marla Hooch.
I wasn't that high on Kit.
I'm not high on Kit either. Marla Hooch.
Is that the
ugly
girl?
chick that can hit absolute dingers?
What do you learn about her besides that she can hit?
I mean, she gets married.
Yeah,
they all get married to men in the Army, and Becky or somebody's husband dies at war.
And Tom Hanks is their coach.
And he sucked.
Yeah,
hated him.
And
I feel like
Stewie's mom died.
I mean, with the Sandlot though, you've got obviously the Beast, and you've got Ham, you've got Smalls. You've got
James Earl Jones.
Squints.
Squints. You've got the two time or whatever.
Yeah,
that repeats. Yeah. That's it.
That's not the kid that repeats. That's the other ones. They call him 2 time. Or something
I think
like
it's
that.
2 time.
Something like that.
You got the black kid.
The only black person in the whole movie.
Yeah.
Entire movie.
The guy in the house. The old man in the house.
Oh yeah, James
Earl Jones.
Yeah.
That must be his grandpa or something. I mean, that's the only two black people in the whole.
Well,
movie.
if it was, couldn't he have just walked up to the door,
Walked
knocked
up.
on it?
He didn't
Grandpa, can you give me this ball?
I mean, and Smalls' dad was pretty important as well.
Babe Ruth.
Baby Ruth?
I don't know. I feel like there was more to the side characters in The Sandlot. But at
Which
the end
has
of the
nothing
day,
to do with this.
Oh no. Well, it could kind of take like which one. If you took one away from their movie, which one would be hurt more? I mean, they're both obviously the movies.
But my thing is, Benny the Jet is not necessarily my favorite character in the movie. You know, so
I don't totally disagree with that. While I think Dottie was
you don't get the story without Dottie.
I know. I think Dottie's my clear favorite out of A League of Their Own.
Oh, absolutely. And
while with Benny,
you
honestly,
can remove him, and he removes himself a lot of the time.
I was going to say you could remove him and remove the last scene where he's stealing,
the movie
stealing home,
yeah.
and the movie still.
The movie doesn't happen without Smalls.
Right.
I mean, the movie is Smalls.
The movie is about Smalls' childhood.
It is.
You know,
and Ham is obviously iconic with his quotes,
and A League of Their Own
so much like
A League of Their Own. Besides being about the All-American Women's Baseball League, is about
was that
Dottie
a thing?
Hudson, huh?
Was that a thing?
It was. It's in the Baseball Hall of Fame.
Just kidding.
I didn't know it was real until that day. The Bulldogs? I didn't know it was real until we went and saw it, Bill. I thought it was all fake. I thought they lied to us in the movie.
They just made that up?
I did. And I walked in and Clay was with me. I was like, oh, my God, this is real. This is all real.
Yeah. It's true.
I'm a piece of crap.
Title IX, baby.
Yeah.
Bulldogs.
They're the Lady Peaches. Lady Rockford Peaches.
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
No,
were they the Lady Peaches or just the Peaches?
No, they're just the Rockford Peaches.
Okay.
They're in the Ladies League already.
Yeah. But if you take
it feels like we're going Dottie here.
I'm
feels
going
like
we're
leaning
Dottie.
Dottie.
I think I just went Dottie.
I mean, Dottie
Everyone else went Benny, so that's 2.
That's 3-2 if you go Dottie.
Man.
I think me and Bill are pretty much set in stone on Dottie. The Sandlot happens with or without Benny.
Yeah.
Is he the heart of the movie? I think you could say yes. Is he the most important character in the movie? I think you could say almost at some times. You know, that movie doesn't go where Benny takes it. Dottie takes
But if he
the
doesn't,
other movie.
if he doesn't take his dad's Babe Ruth baseball,
I mean, it's over. You know,
that's the heart of the movie to me.
And just thinking about it,
so they all 4 of them went Benny.
Everybody went Benny.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Clay.
I'm trying to read through my opinions from when I was watching both these movies because I've watched these movies more recent than anybody. I watched them both about a month ago.
Yeah,
and it was both of those times I practically watched them with a new outlook on it because it'd been so long since I'd seen it. Only really comment I made was Benny the Jet is just a legend. I said that, and he's just a legend.
He is a legend.
And then I said
he made a shoe popular.
I gave the movie a 90 out of 100, while I gave A League of Their Own 82 out of 100. And I said the movie captures the childhood magic of baseball in a similar way that it does in The Christmas Story, and I like that. While let me see what I said about Dottie, because I'm pretty sure I had high hopes for her, or I loved her.
He probably says like the greatest female character of all time.
Let me see.
This is why Title IX needed to exist.
While I'm watching the movie, I say I take a screenshot of the bracket and I say Dottie might make a run. Let me see what else I've got.
She's so important to the story because without her agreeing to go with Kit to play in this league and leaving the farm, there's no movie. You know, which I guess you could tell the story.
I cried because of Dottie hugging Kit
and dropping the ball at home plate.
No, in the Hall of Fame. Whenever we all think Kit's dead,
yeah,
I cried because of Dottie.
I mean, Dottie's the best, dude.
Dang
good ball player.
I love Dottie, but there's just something, man.
I won't be mad at you if you vote Benny.
There's something about Benny. I think it's Benny. Benny was so like he was just such a good guy. He really was.
Mm-hmm.
Like he didn't have to be nice to Smalls. He didn't have to be like nice to anybody. And I know you mentioned it last time. Benny hit a ball straight into Smalls' glove.
He did. He tossed the ball up during infield and outfield practice.
He said, "Hold your glove up here,"
and he hit it there.
And he did. I mean, Benny is incredible. He ran freaking decathlon through the city. And Benny's a great character.
But the thing about Benny, you never see him play organized baseball till the very end, really.
Made it to the Dodgers. He stole home.
Yeah, he stole home.
And
but for all we know,
even then,
he could have been Terrence Gore and just been
he might have been
a base runner.
But he made it. And even then, he never forgot. He never forgot about Smalls.
He didn't.
Never forgot about Smalls.
The summer of '92.
He never
82,
forgot.
Whatever it was.
Benny loved everybody. I mean, it's tough. Dottie barely made it past Kelly Leak.
I want to say, at the end of A League of Their Own, they say there would not have been a league without Dottie Hudson.
There wouldn't have been.
I think they say that.
There would be no Smalls without Benny.
There would be no league without Dottie Hudson. That's what they said.
Probably wouldn't be a Women's Baseball Hall of Fame either.
Yeah. I'm so close to positive on that they said that. I'm going to go find that.
I'm going Benny.
I still think Crash Davis should have been in the final.
I think Kelly Leak should have been. And I'm the one that put Dottie in.
Okay, so let's vote Crash versus Kelly
Crash
Leak.
versus Kelly.
What do y'all think?
I'd go Kelly Leak.
I'm going Benny.
Oh, jeez.
And I think that's the more fair pick because we had 4 people also vote Benny.
Yeah.
So this is a 5 versus 2 straight up.
But what do they know?
Yeah.
What do they know? I think they're underrating Dottie.
They are.
They're underthinking this.
Great run by Dottie. Benny though. Benny's strong. Hey, Benny's strong. Benny's strong. That's his toughest matchup, I'll tell you that. All right, let's go on. Charlie Conway, Gilmore, Happy. Oh, Sean Murphy homer. Let's go.
Get up. Let's go.
Gilmore, Happy, Charlie, Conway.
I think this is pretty clear.
Happy?
I think it's Happy Gilmore.
Yeah.
I think it's Happy Gilmore.
All right. So going back to our longest yard discussion. Whenever you think about Happy Gilmore, the movie, you think very funny Adam Sandler.
Mm-hmm.
Happy Gilmore has so much more to him.
He did such a good job, and I don't even know if he tried to do this, but like to hide character depth in these people, man.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know if
it gives you a whole new level of appreciation for Adam Sandler.
Oh, my God. Are we going to end up with a Paul Crew Happy Gilmore final?
No. I'm not going to do it.
Hey. Who knows? Happy Gilmore is probably going to be in this Final Four with Paul Crew, though. I will say that.
I'm going to say this. Happy Gilmore can drive a par 5.
He can. And he can putt with a hockey stick.
He can.
He made sure Grandma's okay. He was doing it all for her.
My vote is for Happy Gilmore because I still don't know who Charlie Conway is.
Chance, can you sell Charlie Conway?
There's no possible way. I mean,
what makes Happy that strong?
He was playing for more than himself, which is one of the great things about Charlie Conway. But Happy's doing it on a grander stage than Charlie is. Yeah, I mean, it's the Junior Olympics or the FILA Games or whatever they call it.
Yeah.
I mean, Happy's playing for his grandma's house.
Yeah.
The house that he went to after his parents died.
Mm-hmm.
Like when he became an orphan and he has to go live somewhere.
Yeah.
You know, and that's just something that I can respect. And he did everything he could. He learned how to play a sport he hated, you know.
He took down a very tough villain.
He did.
I mean, Shooter McGavin was a great golfer. Great golfer. Very good love interest with him. Chubbs was a great coach. I mean, everything about Happy Gilmore is very strong here. Looking at our votes, three votes for Happy, and Kyle actually voted Charlie Conway. So, Chance, you do have one on your side with Charlie, or half.
It's just I don't see a debate.
You think it's Happy that easily?
I think it's Happy that easily. Yeah, I do.
Bill, it's Happy?
Happy all the way.
So we're going 0.5 versus what is this?
4.5.
6.5? Oh no, 4.5.
4.5.
What a win by Happy. Happy might be on the pathway to win it all. Maybe our toughest matchup of the night. Herb Brooks versus Coach Carter. I will throw this out right now. We have 4 votes already. All 4 for Coach Carter. Herb Brooks is down 2-0. Has he ever been down 2-0 before?
He's been down 3-0, I think it was.
Yeah. I don't think. Did any of those 4 watch Miracle?
Mm-hmm.
I think Kyle's very high on Miracle.
I think they all are. Coach Carter, then. Coach Carter. Herb Brooks, though. Herb Brooks.
I'm Herb Brooks all the way.
Herb Brooks beat the freaking Russians.
Bill,
If you don't vote for Herb Brooks, you're not an American.
Bill, you weren't here last week. Give us a fighting point for Herb here. What makes Herb the best coach?
If you love your country and you're not a communist,
yeah.
When you watch that movie, it lights a fire in you.
Yeah.
I mean, there's nothing, and I don't know what it is about Olympics and kind of like World Cup, Yeah. Pride of country is like
number one.
Oh my God!
It makes me wake up at 4 a.m. to watch a soccer match on a Sunday.
Exactly, and when we named our greatest sports moments,
yeah, you had that.
A lot of them, mine was Whitney Houston singing the national anthem.
Yeah.
And then somebody had George Bush throwing out the first pitch.
Kevin Durant signing on 4th of July with the Warriors.
Okay. I didn't realize it was on the 4th of July.
Oh, yeah, it was.
Oh, my gosh. Mm-hmm. Love me some KD now. Okay. So, anyway, any kind of movie that stirs that,
yeah,
or any kind of moment that stirs that inside you, I think that's a little different because you're I don't know. I mean, it's just a different thing.
So you can't wait
different
for the
sort of
Megan
thing.
Rapinoe documentary?
I saw a meme somebody posted today. It said,
"What's the title of it going to be?"
Megan Rapinoe's got her new job as training stormtroopers to shoot their weapons.
Is that because they always miss?
Yeah, I mean, they shoot 100 times and they can't hit anything. So.
Yeah.
So anyway, I mean,
equal pay.
The
Megan Rapinoe story.
Coach Carter's, great. Still haven't seen the movie.
That's how good he is. You just know he's great.
I mean, I grew up with Coach Carter. He married my cousin.
Yeah.
He's just no Herb Brooks. I think he's a great coach.
So
he's
Eric
just no
versus Herb Brooks here.
Yeah.
Big Chief versus Herb Brooks.
Yeah. So anyway, that's
Chance. What about you?
I'm torn.
I mean,
pretty badly.
Tell me how you felt at the end of Coach Carter, and tell me how you felt at the end.
Whenever that outro song of Coach Carter hits, it just feels so different.
Well, they lose in Coach Carter.
They do, but in
the first round of the playoffs.
They lose, but they win.
They won the game of life.
Absolutely.
Instead of winning the game of basketball.
They became better people. We became better people because of watching Coach Carter.
But Herb beat the Russians.
How about that Herb Brooks speech?
Me and Chance also both thought that America loses the championship.
Yeah, I totally thought we lost to Finland.
I thought we won against Russia and then lost.
I
the
thought that
championship.
after I've already seen the movie once. Still, I couldn't remember if we won the whole thing or not.
Because I thought that's what made it so weird was that.
And my big memory is, I mean, as a kid, because I was 12 when this happened.
Yeah.
Was in fact I was in Coach Carter's house watching this, when my grandparents were there. But after the finals, and they win the gold medal, and Mike Eruzione, who's the captain, is standing up on the podium.
What team does he play for?
United States of America.
Yes, sir. See?
He does.
I got butterflies when you said that.
Can't feel my body, Bill.
So, when
he's on the podium.
When he's on the podium, and then, he starts motioning for his teammates to come out. And then, of course, the other guys, it kind of freaks out the second and third place guys. They just kind of get out of the way when all the Team USA guys get up on the podium with him.
Somehow fit on the small podium.
Yeah.
That was way smaller than the second and third place podiums, by the way, which makes no sense.
But that, man, for me as a kid, I just remember
something
that.
about hearing that national anthem.
Oh yeah, it's different. It's different. So, yeah, I mean, I just think that movie was just.
Meg Rapinoe doesn't even like our national anthem.
It's just a different thing. Anytime you're talking about a Team USA, us, and I think that's what Rocky 4?
4, yeah,
brought out.
That's what makes it so iconic, so good.
It did that same thing. So anyway, I'm Herb Brooks to the end.
It's tough for me because Coach Carter's. I mean, it's been my favorite basketball movie for a decade. I mean, at least. I've loved this movie for so long, while Herb Brooks is this new phenomenon. Like he's incredible.
Wait, what year did Coach Carter come out?
It's
05, 06.
Nah, it's earlier than
and
that.
What time frame was it set in?
90s?
Prime. I mean, that
fairly
time.
current.
No, because Tyson Chandler is involved. So
That's
late
right.
90s. Late 90s, maybe.
05 for Coach Carter.
I don't know if it was like a Hoosiers thing, from
no.
the 50s and all that kind of thing.
No. But Coach Carter, I've loved this movie so much. I've loved Coach Carter, like himself. He's a great coach, does so much for that team. It's so tough to. Herb might be better though. Herb might be better. I'll tell you this: I don't know if either are beating Paul Crewe.
Sean Murphy's bleeding.
Paul Crewe might take down either one of these.
I personally think the winner's right here
of the whole bracket.
Mm-hmm. I've been saying that for weeks.
There's something about Coach Carter that I can't fully explain what makes him so good, if that makes sense. Like
Yeah.
I have these selling points with Happy, with Benny, with Paul Crewe. I can't make them with Coach Carter right now. I don't know why, because I love this movie so much. Do you feel that way too?
Yeah, I can say a whole lot more about Herb than Coach Carter, and I love the movies equally though. Like,
yeah,
and I think they're just the same person. Just about one's dealing with the country, one's dealing with race.
Does it make me think that
well, not even race. His movie ain't about race. His movie's about freaking the hood.
Yeah,
like,
underprivileged kids and stuff. Yeah.
We got hit with a bat. I think I got hit with a ball.
Coach Carter makes it not about race, pretty much.
Yeah.
It makes it. It's just. It's tough. I don't know, man. Are like the players and stuff? Is it like more? Are we more into that than we ever thought in Coach Carter?
I've never thought about it that way, but it's possible.
I mean, we obviously. Whenever you think about Coach Carter, you think about Timo Cruz.
Think about Timo Cruz.
But you also think about Mike Eruzione or whatever, and when you think about Miracle.
Eruzione, yeah.
They're kind of the same guy, him and Timo.
But can you name another player off that team besides O'Callahan?
Talking about in hockey?
Yeah.
Jim Craig, the goalie.
Well, I mean, you could probably name them all, Bill.
Yeah, I mean, the goalie was really important and really good.
Good after his mom died. But I know what he can be.
Yeah, but I mean, in Coach Carter, like, I know the people. I can't tell you their names. I don't know, man. This might be Herb.
You got Battle and all them.
Yeah, Junior Battle. Then his son's a point guard.
Can hoop too.
I don't know if either of them are beating Paul Crewe. I really don't. This might be Paul Crewe versus Happy Gilmore.
Who would ever thunk it?
I know. I'm going Herb Brooks. I said it.
As am I.
So 3-2. Herb moves on.
Yep.
That was tough.
Wow.
I love Herb Brooks, man. I love Miracle.
All right. Our final four.
Bill, what made him so good was he knew exactly what to do to get the most out of his team.
Exactly.
He knew what freaking buttons to push and when to push them, man.
So did Coach Carter.
No, he really didn't. He had one move, Clay. Carter had one move that was locking the gym.
He did.
That's the only thing that worked.
But he made that whole team realize like the message that Carter was
pushing. He had to go to the end of the freaking world to do it, though.
Well, I mean,
Herb
Brooks, they lost to Russia very badly in the friendly.
He did that on purpose, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not like
that's
Carter,
a lot different
Carter
than saying
wasn't
you can't play
just,
the sport.
And
he ran him. He ran
wasn't
him
much
to
of a
death.
friendly, was it?
He was not.
No.
You never really get the whole like his chess move with that. They didn't really tell us. I mean, of course, it's for us to see them get destroyed, but why would he do that to his team? Did he want them to still be playing the underdog, which they are the underdog, and they trailed in every game?
I think he had a lot of guys that came in thinking they were better than they were, too.
Yeah.
Sometimes you need a piece of humble pie before you...
That might be why he did
really,
to give him that hunger back.
Yeah.
That might be why. And he runs them after that, too, don't he?
Oh, yeah.
He does, in the USA uniforms.
Yeah, that's whenever it happens, right?
That was
not whenever he does
that was a different one. That was Norway.
All right. Our final four. So we going Paul Crewe versus Herb Brooks.
We might as well. We're talking about him.
Paul Crewe, Herb Brooks. Who would have ever thought about this matchup? This is our first time where we have left the regions. It's football versus coach versus a hockey coach.
Hockey.
Talk
about full circle. What if it was Herb Brooks versus Happy Gilmore?
Yeah.
What a joke. Oh, man.
Everybody had Paul Crewe.
Everybody had Paul Crewe except for Kyle.
And everybody had Coach Carter.
Everybody had Coach Carter. So everyone else is leaning Crewe here.
Yeah.
You would think.
So Crewe.
But unless they just felt
Crewe's already got 1.5 votes.
Unless they felt Brooks and Carter was the championship match. And that if Brooks moved on, they reassess.
Yeah.
I mean, matchups are very important.
I mean, that is the only. Well,
I think we have to
it's
take
the
away their
highest
votes from now on.
I mean, I would think so.
I think we have to remove them.
Yeah.
I'm Herb Brooks.
I think I'm Paul Crewe. This is tough though, and I do want to bring up that it's probably the first time we've had to mention this. Herb Brooks is a real character.
He's real. Yeah.
Does that hurt him a little bit?
See, I think that's what's getting me now. Is like, am I looking at? I'm not looking.
He's not a character. He's
I'm
a
not
person.
looking at his character.
lived it.
I'm not looking at his character in the movie. I'm looking at the story.
You lived it. Paul Crewe is a character that was created.
And
This wasn't a real prison team.
And wasn't it? Is it Kurt Russell? Is that who plays Herb Brooks?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I know he did a good job, but do I think he did a good job because
it was all real?
He's stirring up these memories that I had.
Yeah.
Oh, see, and I can look at it from my perspective. Yeah, it's definitely double. I can look at it from my perspective of I knew nothing, except that we beat the Russians.
Yeah.
I didn't know I didn't know who Mike Ruzioni was.
Yeah.
I didn't know nothing about any of these people. I didn't know about the moment, I didn't know nothing. So, that's why I think I can look at it as him being a character because he is a character to me.
That is true.
Because, I couldn't pick Herb Brooks out of a lineup.
But
I would think he looked like freaking Kurt Russell.
While we think of him as a character, we also know
it's all
so
real.
much of this, and even more so than other, like Michael Orr was very dramatized.
Yes.
Herb Brooks, it seems like they did a really good job of keeping all of this very real.
Yeah.
Like it seems
yeah.
like
I
it was
think that's
more
one of the things they took pride in.
It seems like it was one of the more by the book thing. Look, they had Herb Brooks in the freaking writing.
Yeah.
He was there.
Yeah.
Like they showed that at the end of the movie is that he was there. He died like right after though.
Right.
But
Never
he
got to
was
see it.
there. He was there to create this character of Herb Brooks that we saw on screen. While Paul Crewe was freaking made by Happy Madison.
No, he wasn't.
Or no, I mean I guess The Longest Yard, the
Yeah.
OG. Which was he Paul Crewe back then too?
Yeah.
In the old.
Was Burt Reynolds Paul Crewe in the first one?
I
Yeah,
thought
I
Reynolds
looked,
was
I
his
looked it
name.
up the other day. I
You
did,
did?
yeah.
Okay.
Because I thought Burt Reynolds was playing his same character from the old movie
Oh, yeah.
in the new movie, which would have been really freaking cool if they would have done that. You know,
he was still in jail.
he was still in jail because
30
he
years
disobeyed
later.
the guard. You know,
So they should have just renamed Sandler.
they should have renamed Sandler. Yeah, that would have been really cool. But
Yeah.
they're idiots.
So, but still, Paul Crewe is a created character that has so much depth, as we've seen, has upsets freaking powerhouses.
Yeah,
He's took down all the Titans. He took down the replacements. The replacements took down Mox, took down Bobby Boucher. Is Paul Crewe about to take down Herb Brooks?
and something so major whenever we made this was we're not looking at it. We didn't want real life.
There's a
people.
reason I didn't have Jackie Robinson on there.
Yeah, you know, we didn't want to do that.
And while
But we had to with the coaches because
Well,
most movies are made about a coach's team.
yeah, and there were ones. I mean, Joyous Campbell's real, Gary Bertier's real, but you knew
they were
so much of that was
dramatized.
dramatized.
Yes.
Same with Billy Bean. Like it's a real character, but you knew so much about that movie was made for us for our enjoyment. I mean, crap, they don't mention Miguel Tejada.
Or Barry Zito, or
Barry
Tim
Zito,
Hudson,
Tim
or Mark
Hudson.
Mulder.
Yeah, they don't
They
mention
didn't mention they had like the best three pitchers in the game at that time.
Yeah, and the MVP.
Yeah.
I mean, there's so much about movies, and I don't feel that like there's so much about true stories that gets overdone, especially movies that have Disney behind their name.
You know my favorite thing in a movie, Clay.
White words on a black screen.
White words on a black screen. And they have that in Miracle, and it gets me, you know, and that's just my thing.
Oh, at the end.
Yeah, that's just I love that. I love
Yeah.
movies that make me read like a little sentence or two at the end.
Should have went to Sound of Freedom.
I don't know why I do, but I mean I do.
Uh,
John Franco has a mean
I
screwball.
think that's what hurts me here is that how much of Herb is literally Herb Brooks,
yeah,
and I mean Paul Crewe is
Paul Crewe.
he's Paul Crewe.
But yeah, I mean, but like you said, the with the coaches, we were going to run into that because there were so many of them that were based on actual characters.
Yeah, most movies have those.
and
real
with
people.
with the other ones, I mean, Herb Brooks went against Coach Boone, who is a real character. But you don't. Whenever you watch Remember the Titans, you don't think every bit of that is real. I doubt Herman Boone took the guys through Gettysburg.
Yeah,
I don't know if that's real. Like I don't know if he went to the Battle of Gettysburg. And Billy Bean, like I don't think his daughter had a songwriting experience.
Oh, there's no way she did. Which then it kind of makes you say, how did they pull that out of thin air?
That's
But
just
maybe because that
movie-making
chick
magic.
could sing, you know.
Yeah, movie making magic.
Yeah.
It's tough, man. I'm going Paul Crewe though.
Herb has to have a vote. Is how I look at this.
Bill, what are you thinking here?
I'm trying to
If
try
we
not to
get-
let my love for America get in the way here.
If you look at the title of this bracket, is Herb Brooks a movie character?
That's what bothers me,
and I hate that. But
Maybe we should have took that into effect earlier, but I think it's okay with him.
You had
getting
to with
here.
the coaches. You had to.
Yeah, that is true. In his region, everyone is like that.
But I mean, as far as actual a movie character goes, I mean, Paul Crewe really does it for me.
He does. I'm
I
going
think-
Paul Crewe.
I'm fine with it.
There again, I mean, I love the whole Longest Yard. Like I said, I'm a fan of the new Longest Yard
Yeah.
because I really like the old. Have y'all ever watched the old one?
Oh no.
No.
You really need to go see it because I had to rewatch it before I went and saw the new one, just because I knew it was kind of the same story, and just how much more they did with it, and then the star power in that movie. But
So we're going 2-1 Paul Crewe.
Either that one vote's going to be me or that one vote's going to be Bill. I think Paul Crewe wins it, but it can't be a sweep.
Yeah.
I
think Paul Crewe just made our championship.
Get up and get out of here, Paul. Matthew Olson, I love you.
Dude, I've hit like every single bet I've done.
I thought you hated Matt Olson.
When have I ever?
Well, for a couple of days, I thought you did.
I've hit every bet.
Never have I ever.
Oh.
You've hit every one of yours? Well, lucky you.
No, all my solo bets. I had Riley 1.5 bases. That just hit. Olson 1.5 RBIs. That just hit. Murphy 1.5. That thing we did. Hit. Ozuna 1.5 bases. Acuna 2.5 hits, runs, RBIs. I need Acuna 1.5 runs.
I need Acuna as well.
For what, runs?
I just need one thing from Acuna.
He's already done that.
He's got over 2.5 total?
Mm-hmm. He got 2 hits.
Oh, yeah, they kept it as a hit, didn't they? I'll be dead gum. Get down. Nope.
But yeah, so Paul Crewe has moved on to the freaking championship, man. I did not think Paul Crewe was getting past Louis Lastic. And I'll tell you that straight up. I thought Louis Lastic was going to make a Cinderella run.
we can thank Kyle for Paul Crewe making his initial run.
Yeah. Paul Crewe would not be here without Kyle. And our last semifinal matchup to determine the championship, Benny the Jet Rodriguez, Gilmore, Happy
Gilmore.
Don't just say it like that.
Happy Gilmore.
Don't just say it like that. Benny, man. Benny
Gilmore.
Benny. Are we going all Sandman?
I guess we are. I mean,
we better have a Sandman finals.
I guess we are.
Could you have Happy Gilmore movie without Happy Gilmore? Absolutely not. It wouldn't exist, right?
Physically impossible.
It is impossible.
Shooter,
but like
Shooter
we said,
would have won it all. Shooter would have got the girl.
There would still be a Sandlot with no Benny, but there would be no Happy without Happy.
Oh man,
I'm Happy Gilmore in this one.
Chance, you're already happy, right?
Oh, dude, I was happy before I came over here.
I mean, I'm not sweeping Benny. Benny's great. It's Happy Gilmore for Paul Crewe. What a freaking what a moment! What a moment! What a moment! All right, now how do we determine between these two? Do we just give the championship to Adam Sandler?
Just call up Sandler. Hang on, let me DM him.
Yeah.
Hey, Sandman.
Initial thoughts. Paul Crewe.
Happy Gilmore can drive a par 5.
Paul Crewe took a team of prisoners.
Inmates.
But if you really look at those
Gave them
prisoners,
something to live for.
For all we know, they could have been stud athletes in high school.
Lost his best friend.
Freaking Happy learned how to play a whole new sport.
Happy learned how to putt.
Uh-oh. Paul was already like an all-pro quarterback.
He was an NFL quarterback. Yeah.
And a drunk. And then he
lost his best friend. His best friend got murdered in prison.
So what? He won it for the Gipper. You know, I mean, that happens.
Caretaker?
Yeah.
Yeah. He killed Caretaker.
Which was a great... He'd kill Caretaker?
That's what it's going to say on his books.
That's true. That's true.
The warden screws him over.
Oh, man.
Great character by Chris Rock, too.
Yeah, Chris Rock's the best.
Oh, yeah.
Happy Gilmore, Clay. That's good eye, Kevin Pillar. That's
Bill?
That's the tweet.
It's tough. I mean, I'm a longest yard guy from way back.
My initial reaction whenever I saw Paul Crewe and Happy Gilmore was Paul Crewe. Who would have ever freaking thought it? But my initial thought is Paul Crewe.
I mean, it's just if you look at the two, it's less impressive. Paul Crewe is.
I think Gilmore's more impressive as an athlete at what he accomplished.
And he's just as good as a character.
Is he? I feel
How
like
is
Crewe's
he
a little
not?
bit better.
He did whatever he had to do to help out Grandma.
He did, and I love that.
Well, and I think you look at it, too. Happy Gilmore's kind of a goofy,
that is something you do have to factor. He is mean, he's a comedy character, and he's very funny.
Yeah.
I mean, and that's nothing to like use as a negative here because he is written as a comedy character in a comedy movie, and he's very funny. While Paul Crewe, does he ever give you a laugh?
Absolutely.
How many times? Like he's
not as much as Happy Gilmore,
but
yeah.
it's
the
his
side
off the cuff kind
the
of
side characters.
Yeah,
to
it's
Paul
his
Crewe,
sarcasm. It's his clapbacks. You know,
some of those to like the Warden and stuff. Yeah,
yeah, and
I can
Bruce,
see that.
you want to be quarterback.
But I feel like the big laughs in Sandlot are because of the side characters. The big laughs in Happy Gilmore are because of Happy Gilmore, while also Happy Gilmore's a really good character.
Well,
you see what I'm saying there?
But in Longest Yard, when they're all watching their team film and they show him the video of him and the warden's secretary in the in the warden's office,
holding up the cowboy hat without his hands.
Pretty funny.
I think it's Happy. I really do.
I think I might have just talked myself into Happy. Happy succeeds
in the hardest sport in the world to play, in my opinion.
With a hockey stick.
Yeah. He is playing the
and
hardest
he
sport
hits
in
the
world.
most improbable shot.
You think it's easy to play football in prison?
I think it's a heck of a lot easier when the fact that your main character is a professional quarterback. He's playing against a bunch of has-been guards.
Happy beat the White Tiger. I mean, Shooter was incredible.
No, he really beat Rory McIlroy because he can never win the jacket like Rory can't.
That's true. Well, he had his dimensions and everything. Like he had it sized up for that year.
Well, I don't think
his right arm's a little bit longer than the left.
That is true.
Are we talking about Chubb?
No.
His was too.
His is, yes.
He doesn't even need a right arm.
Happy sings a song at the beginning. I want to kiss you all over.
And over and again.
Well, I'm gonna not let Happy sweep Paul Crewe.
Yeah, Happy hits the crap out of the ball out of his yard and breaks windows.
Whoa! He just hit that.
He bet the moving
guy.
guys.
Yeah, they're wearing the most stereotypical back brace.
Yes.
And I can't believe y'all don't even more love Paul Crewe because I mean, what's the reason he got in prison anyway?
Oh, gambling. He threw the game, right?
Yeah.
Well, that's not why he got in prison.
Oh, well, he got
in prison because he was drunk driving, but everybody knew he threw them games.
Oh, he got in prison because of drunk driving. I mean, Happy made the most improbable shot you'll ever see. How many times that thing hit off that TV tower? And it hit off the car that drove into it. Like it was bouncing everywhere. And he still sank it. Played it where it lied.
He did.
He kicked Bob Barker's ass.
He did. It's Happy Gilmore.
I'll just win it here now. That's what he just did. He just won it here now.
Happy Gilmore is the best sports movie character of all time.
And I think that's a reasonable take, too.
Yeah.
He can drive a par 5.
I don't think it's insane. Was Happy ever in doubt throughout this tournament?
Peter LaFleur.
Peter should have been here. Peter might be the champion.
You can't give him that pitch.
That's tough, man, but Happy did it. And I think this is something that everybody else will be happy with.
Absolutely.
Because
I'll change my vote. I think it's a sweep.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
This is Gonzaga making it to the championship.
That's true.
That's what it is.
That's true.
Paul Crewe was
Gonzaga. Paul Crewe was worn out. Paul Crewe was tired. He took down Lastic, Julius, Bertier, Falco, Herb Brooks. And he didn't have enough in the tank for Happy. While Happy had a cupcake run. Happy didn't have to go through the 2 seed or the 1 seed. Happy's toughest matchup was Benny, and that was probably our shortest talk of the entire episode.
It was clear as day.
Of course, it looks to me like Paul Crewe just took a payoff and took a dive here.
He got to that Sugar Bowl.
To get shut out like this.
I'm
like very disappointed in him.
That is very true.
I thought he'd learned his
Short
lesson.
sentence and everything.
Thought he'd learned his lesson.
Complete. Wow. Well, that is it.
Happy Gilmore.
Happy Gilmore did it. Gilmore happy. This is very fun. This was very fun. I love
enjoyed
doing this. Got to find something else to do along the lines of this. Maybe not a 64 again.
Well, we can't because we got football season.
Yeah,
coming.
yeah. But
hey, shout out to the Saints winning the preseason game.
Saints beat the Chiefs today. That's what you got to say.
Good job. We took down Pat Mahomes. Pat Mahomes only had 2 completions
Pat
today.
Mahomes.
We shut him down.
Yeah, Pat Mahomes played in the Superdome. Travis Kelce didn't catch a ball.
He didn't. I mean, Pat Mahomes had 2 completions for like 6 yards.
Yeah. Shut him down.
I thought he was like the GOAT.
Yeah.
No, he only ran like 2 routes.
That's it for this one.
What'd y'all think about Derek Carr?
Man, pretty good.
I haven't seen the whole
good.
drive.
I've seen 4 of the 6 completions. Haven't been able to find the others. But yeah, I mean, you got to be happy with it, and we got the best backup in the league. Yeah, I'm very happy.
Slim Jameis.
The Chiefs are in 3rd place in their own division right now.
Uh-oh.
Bums.
Hope they can crawl out of the cellar before preseason's over. How about that? And Will Lutz. Oh, well, actually, Lutz isn't who made
Lutz didn't kick the game
He
winner.
didn't kick the game winner.
They pulled him.
The guy that was confused as a fan made the game winner multiple times today. Did you see that tweet I sent you?
Oh,
Yeah, he got stopped by security 2 different times going to the field and leaving the locker room area. They thought he was just like an intruder.
Wearing pads and a helmet.
Yeah.
We don't know you.
Yeah, who are you, man?
And here's the thing: it's not like you got your ID on you when you're trotting out to the field.
No. I mean, I'm sorry, I'm wearing like official
a team uniform.
Yeah, he bought it at the pro shop.
Dude, I'm on the roster. Like, look me up. Google me.
Although for him, that might not have worked.
That's true. Yeah, that's true.
He's one of those guys that doesn't have a team photo yet.
Yeah.
I can't remember his name, and I looked at that tweet like 2 hours ago.
Like Bucky or something, or
Zoopy?
Blake Groupie.
Groupie. That's right.
Happy Gilmore, man. He did it. This is very fun. Football is so freaking close. So much football coming up this week. 2 previews out for you Wednesday. Maybe some interviews. We got to get Collado on eventually. Hopefully Coach Blank. I mean, so much coming out. This has been a blast. Yeah, that's it for this one. I got anything else to say?
Shout out Happy.
Yeah. Happy Gilmore.
I'm going to go home and watch.
Whoa, where's Ozzy?
I'm going to go home and watch Coach Carter.
Where's Ozzy?
Oh, that's not good.
Ozzy didn't even bat. Oh, yeah, he did. He got out.
He looked like he was gimpy going down to first.
Crap. Yeah, go watch Coach Carter. We might have to redo this episode. All right.
This ain't how it's supposed to be. It should be just you and me.